lamb, looking as if it had been slain. Right? Look, it's the lion. He turns around. He sees this lamb looking as if it had been slain, standing in the center of the throne, encircled by the 4 living creatures and the elders. He had 7 horns and 7 eyes, which are the 7 spirits of God sent out into all the earth. He came and took the scroll from the right hand of him who sat on the throne. And when he had taken it, the 4 living creatures and the 24 elders fell down before the Lamb. Each one had a harp, and they were holding golden bowls full of incense, which are the prayers of the saints. And they sang a new song. You are worthy to take the scroll and open its seals, because you were slain, and you, with your blood you purchased men for God from every tribe and language and people and nation. You've made them to be a kingdom and priests to serve our God, and they will reign on the earth. Okay, so John turns, he sees Jesus, this lamb, looking as if it has been slain. By his blood, he purchased men for God from every tribe and language and people under all the earth. So this is Jesus. Now, I don't know if you caught it or not. Where in this vision is Jesus located? Where is he located? Verse 6. What's it say? It says he's standing in the center of the throne. What does John understand about Jesus? That he's God. All these 4 living creatures and the elders and all the angels under heaven and every creature under heaven is bowing down and worshiping Jesus Christ. You see, this is their perspective. This is what they see. This is their vision of reality. Who Jesus is, that he is standing in the center of the throne and that all of life is oriented around him. Why? Because by his blood, he purchased men for God from every language and tribe and race and people under all the heavens. You see that? That he's God. Now, I've been suggesting to you that the disciples were operating with this picture of reality. And I've suggested to you that most of us, from time to time, operate with a very different picture of reality. Peter and John stood up when questioned by this religious council, and they said, "Judge for yourselves." And that's what I'm going to ask you to do today too. Judge for yourselves about reality. Which depiction of reality is true? Is this picture which the Bible gives, that Jesus is the center of the universe, that everything under heaven revolves around him, the true picture of reality? Or is this other picture of reality that we often walk around with, the true picture of reality, that I'm at the center? Let me tell you, the world is screaming at us that the picture that I'm at the center is the true picture of reality. You turn on television, you walk into a grocery store, look at the magazine racks. Right there, you'll find Self magazine, you at your best. Okay? You can have it your way. I mean, the entire world is screaming, it's all about you. And I'm asking you to judge for yourself what's right. Is this world about me and my tastes, wants, desires? Should everything be oriented toward me? Or is this other picture of reality correct, that God's at the center and I ought to be oriented with every other creature under heaven toward him? Maybe because there's a steering wheel, I'll end with this. Okay? I think for most of us, if I can use this metaphor, as we're driving the car of our lives, and we're driving down the road with our life, for most of us who are here, we want Jesus somewhere in there. And I would say a lot of us, what we do is we say to ourselves, you know what I'll do? I'll put Jesus in the trunk. You know, he's handy when I get in a jam, when things don't go well, when I get a flat tire or swerve off the road. It's great to have him. I'll pull him out of the trunk. I'll ask him to fix my problems. But when he does, he's got to get back in the trunk, because I don't want to be embarrassed by him. I don't want people thinking I'm a religious fanatic. I don't want to be seen with him all the time, but I need him there when I need him. There are some of us, as we're driving down the road, we say to ourselves, well, I ought to give him a little better place than that. I'll put him in the back seat. He'll be like a backseat driver, annoying at times. I know what I really should be doing, and he'll tell me where I probably ought to go, but I'm going to drive my own way anyway. There's some of us, we really start to take Jesus seriously. We say, you know what, I want him with me always. We'll put him right there in the passenger seat. We'll say to ourselves, hey, you can be the navigator. Please tell me where to go. I'll be in control. I'll make the decisions. But if you could just give me guidance day by day, that'd be helpful. I'm asking you to judge for yourself about reality. If this is the picture of reality, when are you going to take the keys and put them in Jesus' hand and put him behind the wheel? If this is a picture of reality, that he is at the center of the universe and it's his plan and his way and his will, when are you going to let him make the decisions? When are you going to surrender your life to him? That I just want to ask everybody here. Judge for yourselves. Judge for yourselves. Whether God's at the center of the universe and we ought to be obedient to him, we ought to give our lives to him and surrender our life to him, or whether ultimately it ought to be our way, the way we want to do things according to our will, our tastes, our desires. So I just leave you with this question. Judge for yourselves.